I'm looking for Robin Hood.
Robin must stop the evil Baron Loisel before he executes an entire village, one by one. Robin! Take aim and let fly for the new adventures of Robin Hood, Saturday at 7 p.m., only on TNT.
Kids, come meet your new sitter.
Looks like a good time to check out Burger King.
Yeah!
Yeah, that sounds great. What are you watching?
Superman fighting Brainiac?
Could you turn it down?
Cool new Superman toys are now at Burger King. You can get one with every Kids Club meal.
Well, what have we here?
Whoa. Burger King Kids Club. Great food, cool stuff, kids only.
Coming to video, the world's friendliest ghost gets back into action. Casper, a spirited beginning.
Find me this Casper. Ooh, it's Mr. Scare Me Not.
It's an all-new live-action feature, but this time...
Say hi to Casper.
You can bring him home.
All right.
Casper, a spirited beginning.
Boom.
Coming to video September 9th, rated PG.
It's Lucky. Catch his Lucky Charms.
Oh, come on, Magic. A little twist here, a big twist there.
He's going too fast.
Yikes, and I've twisted too much.
He's twisted up his colors. Pink and blue hearts. Blue and yellow moon.
New two-color twisted marshmallows for a limited time, only in Lucky Charms.
Yay.
Part of this good breakfast and magically delicious.
Now you can get some of your favorite cereal characters as beanbag toys. Breakfast babies, one free with 2 proofs plus 50-cent shipping from Markbox.
New. L'Oreal Kids.
L'Oreal.
Gentle shampoo.
L'Oreal.
Tear free.
It's new. L'Oreal. Kids.
No more knots.
Because we're worth it too.
Beautiful hair.
L'Oreal.
Oh, it's so beautiful. New L'Oreal Kids shampoo.
Because we're worth it too.
Sunday night, NFL on TNT. When the lights come up, the wait is over for the first regular season Sunday night NFL on TNT Clash. Watch the defending NFC West champions set out to prove last year was no fluke. The night air will be electric when Carolina's all-pro linebackers lead the Panthers against Gus Frerotte and the Redskins. Sunday night NFL on TNT. Kickoff 97. The best time to see the Redskins battle the Panthers. Coverage begins Sunday at 7 Eastern only on TNT. All new season, all new shows. Take aim and let fly for the all-new Adventures of Robin Hood. Saturdays at 7 p.m. only on TNT.
Hey, where'd you get that brand new car?
Where else, by George? At the Auto Mall.
For major savings on Toyota leases, it's Hatfield's Auto Mall by George. Top Tacoma 4x4s now $139 a month.
Till your eyes go popping, all the deals we got.
Or snag a Tacoma 4x2, full of great features, just $99 a month. Or get a new Corolla for as low as $129 a month by George. Stop in today.
Hey, where'd you get that brand new car?
Where else, by George? At the Auto Mall.
I-270 and Georgesville Road.
Stop, look, listen for the latest employment opportunities on cable TV's Career Search, an innovative programming concept that allows you to find the latest job opportunities in Central Ohio. This new and exciting service features careers in a variety of different fields, with openings from entry-level positions to senior management. Whether you're young, old, looking for a part-time or full-time position, tune to Cable TV and Career Search, your best source for employment opportunities.
Everybody, come on. Everybody hug your TVs. Come on.
Now back to...
Let's play, rah, rah, rah!
Gosh, you know you stinker.
Hello! I definitely meant to have my microphone muted there. That was a funny bit I just did. What's up, everybody? How we doing? How's the fam? How's the folks? How's the wife and child? And mother and father and grandfather and grandmama and little cousin Petey and our second cousin Susie, twice removed, and the Archduke. You know, all the classic characters. How they holding up? Also, I don't know why chat over there Why your names seem to be mostly see-through. Oh, it's because both Ukami and that guy Lovely, now that I'm looking at it, you guys both have like green screen names, and I think I am technically green screening out behind the chat. So I think your names are just victims of being the same color as my chroma key. Also, thank you Beastmaster for the sub earlier, and what up Go Blocker? You had that shampoo. You had that, what was it, L'Oreal Kids? I know I had that too. The no tears and no knots. I was all about that. Need some fun, that guy Lovely? Well, hey, we'll help with that for sure. How's Grant doing? I'm doing okay. The Switch 2 news got me a little sad just because I feel like it's coming so fast that I don't think I'm going to be able to budget for it. So I'm going to have to take out a second mortgage or something to figure out what I'm going to do to get myself Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Because that Donkey Kong game looks rad. I do really like how Donkey Kong Bonanza looks. You missed the Nintendo Direct? Well, we're not going to watch it here right now, but there was some stuff in it. Switch 2 seems cool. I don't know if it's $450 cool, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know if Mario Kart World is $80 cool. That sounds crazy to me. And that sounds like Nintendo pulling well, gee, everybody bought Mario Kart 8 twice. What if we made Mario Kart 10? Because Mario Kart 9 was Mario Kart 8 again. What if we made Mario Kart 10 $20 more? You think they'll still buy it since they bought that one twice? Isn't that standard for a console from them? Wait, the $80 or the $450? Either way, both of those seem high to me. Am I excited for Bloodborne 2? AKA the Dusk Bloods, I'm assuming you mean. I'm tentatively excited about it. If it's locked to the Switch, I fear what that could mean for its, like, capabilities, I guess. Like, Switch 2 doesn't look bad still. Like, Switch 2 does seem like a powerful console, but I have to assume that my current PC is still stronger than a Switch 2. I would be willing to hazard a bet. And I would love to be able to play FromSoft's latest titles in the most powerful environment that I can afford. But it's neat that FromSoft and Miyazaki are doing another Bloodborne kind of Victorian era horror vibing game. Something about how the trailer looked off to me. I don't know how to describe it, but the way, at least from the character action I saw, how they played felt just not FromSofty to me. I don't know how to put it, and I want to see more of it just to really know. But I am happy about it. I am happy that it exists, regardless of how it ends up being. I am glad at least FromSoft seems to have gotten the memo that, like, hey, people like that Bloodborne thing. Maybe if we made things that are more in the style of that, people would be stoked. Should have just been 400. That would have been better. I mean, I am sure that there's like all kinds of, tariff malarkey, and I'm sure the specs and the stuff in this console. Like, I feel like, I don't know how real this is. It's been a while since I've really paid attention and cared. But I feel like I have always heard that, like, at launch, consoles are sold at a loss because just the tech inside them is usually so expensive that to make the box itself seem affordable, they actually have to kind of cut into their own profits per box sold, and all their money is made back on games and peripherals and such. Which, another freaking thing, $80 for a Pro controller. Gosh darn. You are really... Because there's no way... Look, I'm not going to play games with the Switch cons. I've always thought those things felt like trash. I don't want to play games on them. even when, like, they're fine enough for the handheld mode. Like, when you're using it as a handheld, that's okay. But if I'm going to be sitting on a couch or in my bed or something, like playing on a TV, I don't want to play on the Switch cons. Like, they even had, like, a little thing that was like, we made the L and R buttons bigger on the Switch con for more comfort while you play. And, like, the diagram of the person holding that Switch con looked so uncomfortable and reminded me that, like, that's right, I never want to do that. I never want to do that. So if I'm buying a Switch, I'm buying a controller with it, because that's the way I'm going to want to play it. And especially if I'm going to play with, like, friends, I'm going to need an extra controller anyway. So I might as well, you know, go and get the controller I would want to use. Despite my apprehension with the price, that new Mario Kart is calling to me like a siren. Thank you, Newt the Gamer. I'm kind of in the same boat where it's like, but damn, Mario Kart looks good. Donkey Kong looks real good. I honestly have never been a big Metroid Prime guy, but I'm sure that'll be a good game, and I will probably want to check it out at least at some point. Pokemon Legends ZA will probably practically only be truly playable on Switch 2 with how terrible Scarlet and Violet and sometimes Legends Arceus can perform on Switch Uno. I have a feeling Switch 2 will be the way to play Legends ZA, I would bet. Do you know if that wireless GameCube controller is just Switch 2? Probably, because it does have, like, the C button thing, and I'm assuming that means it's got, like, different internal hardware, so I'm assuming it is, like, functionally different than, like, just a Switch controller. Like, I'm assuming Switch 2 Pro controllers don't connect to the Switch, and I am betting internally that GameCube controller is just a Switch 2 controller. Talking about $90 Mario Kart? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's, like, I think I saw that it's, like, the physical one is $80 and the digital is $70. But then there's the Mario Kart Switch 2 bundle that's $500. And since the standard Switch 2 is $450, that means you're getting the digital Mario Kart essentially for $50. So a $30 discount on that. Like, that's nutty if it's from the $80, but if it's a $70, so if it's 70 to 50, that, like, it's $20, still a pretty big cut, but, like, daggone. Gahani, thank you for the sub. And Dark Ryden, thank you for the sub. Yo, hey, take my money. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I could have alternatively titled this stream, Grant Panders, Panhandles and Panders for money, so he can afford a Switch 2 at launch. Because right now, that's just going to be, I'm going to hope that they, like, what I'm honestly kind of hoping for is, I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember this, but when the 3DS first came out, it launched, and people got it, and people felt ripped off. They felt like it was too expensive. They were mad about it. And so then the 3DS went on, like, a deep discount after that, and there was, like, all of this, like, hey, thank you for getting this early. Here's some some unique digital game, or, like, some downloadable digitals that are only for people who were early investors because you felt like missold or undersold, or we didn't have enough games and stuff. And I'm kind of wondering, with how there's already so much backlash on, like, the pricing and stuff, that I'm wondering if that's going to happen again. I would be surprised if it does, but it would not be the first time Nintendo's had to backpedal on a price and feeling like they had made their hardcore audience upset. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I feel like consoles are already usually priced to be sold at a loss, so them cutting the price on the Switch 2 is probably pretty unlikely, even if people are peeved. Genuinely foaming at the mouth for DK. $80 physical really has me hesitant. Fun fact, I went on Amazon to look at the microSD Express cards. That's also another point I want to bring up. I think they launched a 1TB and 512 just for Switch 2, and they were sold out by the end of day. Those things are priced crazy. The 1TB microSD Express comes to 200 bones. Damn. Yeah. So, knowing that I've already got, like, a big old micro SD card, I don't remember how big it is, but it's a chunky one in my Switch that's got, like, all my games on it. And, like, there's a little part of me, like, I understand that you need the faster chip tech or whatever. I'm no technologist. But, you know, I'm sure there's physical and technological reasons why they need these Express SD cards, and I'm sure it's not just because Nintendo wants me to buy another product from somebody. But it kind of bums me out knowing that I'm not going to be able to just take that SD card out of my Switch and plop it in my Switch 2 and it'll work. I was really hoping for, like, our new techno future that that's how things would go when you jumped consoles, but alas, not quite there. Yeah, exactly. My 1 terabyte card will now rot in my Switch. Basically, it's a shame. But you know, this is the cycle. This is when new consoles happen. You have to decide that, hey, you know what? That thing I bought for this console 6 years ago, that I bought 5 years ago for the 7-year-old console, you know, it might not work perpetually for the next new thing as much as I would like it to. But like, I do feel like, as cool as Mario Kart is, and I'm sure I'll be eating these words when launch happens, if I can't get a Switch 2 right out the gate, I feel like I can easily wait the extra month or whatever it is for July. But that's when Donkey Kong drops, and when that drops, I'm going to be incredibly jealous if I cannot get a Switch 2 in that point. Switch SD card won't fit in the 2? Correct. Yeah, like the memory card that you would store your games on, like, you need to have a specific micro SD Express or something. A very specific kind of card that has like a faster run speed and write speed or whatever. SD card can go into the 2 but can't be used for anything but photos and videos. Okay, so yeah, so it's like, so the games don't play. You can still use it for like storage for photos and stuff. But yeah, but either way, the Switch is still, what, 2 months out? And then, like I said, Mario Kart looks really cool, but Donkey Kong's the game I'm actually pretty hyped for, and that's not until July. So, golly gee willikers, it's gonna be a bit. And I'm wondering if, like, you know, the classic GameStop trade in your Switch 1 for a big deep discount on Switch 2, if those kinds of things will be existing this go around. I would figure they would, but I don't know. But the thing is, if I need my Switch to send my profile to my Switch 2, that's going to cause problems, I would think. But I don't know. It's going to be a brave new world that we're going to have to find out when June rolls around. Understand the functionality of the C button for chat, but it's weird that it's the only function of the C button. Like, we don't have Nintendo Switch Online. It does nothing. Yeah, that also feels like a really late, like, Nintendo, people don't care about that kind of stuff, I feel like, anymore. And it kind of, like, threw me off as it was happening. Like, I guess, like, I know I'm in a, you know, somewhat unique position where I do most of my gaming from my PC, like, desk. So anytime I pull up a console game, I can also have just Discord up here if I'm playing with, like, family and friends. But I know, like, my siblings don't have that. Their Switches or whatever are all plugged into their living room TVs, and they don't have a PC in there or whatever. So, you know, having a built-in chat thing is something they might use, and so, you know, if I play with them, I might actually end up using it. But for the most part, it just seems like a, you know, I don't know how like, it feels like this concept was thought of, like, in the midst of, like, deep pandemic era. It felt like this was, oh, no one can communicate and see their families anymore. Let's build that into our games. But I don't know. I you know, it's one of those things where it's just, it's not, I'm not the target demo for that, so I don't understand it, but I'm sure there are people out there who will get use out of it. Better than having to connect your phone to an app and switch and a Switch and a pair of headphones. Yeah, like they've always had weird kind of connection app second screen experience things, which that was another thing that felt kind of like almost old timey now. was when they were like, hey, for the Switch 2 edition of, what was it, Tears of the Kingdom, you can have, like, the Nintendo app up, and it will give you voice direction on, like, the nearest Korok or something. And it's like, that feels so quaint. Like, that, like, really? You're expecting me to have, like, my iPad or my phone out so my phone can talk to me while I'm playing my Switch? Like, what is this? 2016? Like, what are you talking about? I don't care about, I don't want to do that. But I don't know. Like, again, it's one of those things where it's just like, I'm not going to use that stuff, so it's just like, it seems silly to me, but I'm sure there are people out there who are like, oh my god, finally! Korok voice direction guide. Thank you. Yeah, Boomer Tendo. But yeah, the Switch 2. I'm excited that it exists. It's always cool when Nintendo does new hardware because I feel like they do some of the best, and when they get to make their own games on their fresh hardware, they know how to make it good. In that Donkey Kong game, like, obviously I haven't played it, but like, I keep seeing people who have gotten to like play test it and stuff, and they're using buzzwords that are really singing to me, where they're going like, this feels like Mario Odyssey. This has like gameplay feel and design like Mario Odyssey, and I'm like, that's really good. That's a good, that is high praise. That is a high mark to reach for. And so if it's like that, but if like if you're thinking Mario Odyssey, which was cool and rad, but then it's like, but what if it was also, you know, Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction in there? It's like, that sounds dope. I'm into that. And then they're like, all right, now what if it was also kind of like, you know, Red Faction, where like you could just destroy everything? And I'm like, that's, you're speaking my language. I like that. How big of a donation will you need to have GTZ do a stream using Switch 2 in-game chat? Well, it would need to be a big enough donation that we could afford 2 Switch 2s and the peripheral camera, because we couldn't do a Switch 2 chat stream without the Switch 2 camera. So we need 2 Switch 2s, and we need 2 cameras. Now, if you guys want to get on doing a Good Time Zone donation for that, by all means, I will not stand in your way. But that's you know, that's like an over $1,000 venture. So, you know, don't maybe, you know, make sure you have yourself taken care of before you do anything like that. Yeah, second screen experience for the Google Maps of Hyrule. That's what I need. Best you can do is an iToy. Well, hey, we'll figure that out. It does say that I think some other third-party cameras will work, because it's just a USB-C slot at the top, and that's what your camera plugs into. So if you have a USB-C webcam, that could work, but I think they had like a list of compatible cameras, or maybe like a program you could run to test compatibility with your camera. So I have no idea. I do not have a camera that has a USB-C connection, so I know I don't have one. I'm excited GameCube games are now playable. Like, that, for me, it's one of those things where it's like, I know I'm not going to do... It's not that I won't really ever play the Switch 2 on the go, but it's one of those things where it's like, I can already emulate most GameCube games I would want, so, like, that's not super appealing to me. I am really curious, though, how they will approach the... like, if Super Smash Bros. Melee goes onto the Nintendo Switch online thing, will that force Nintendo's hands to do something about Slippy, the fan-made online Melee, like, I don't know what you would call it, but the thing that gives Super Smash Bros. Melee online that all the Smash players use now, that is a free program, like, will they have to step in and do something about that once they are actually peddling their own online Melee? Because right now I feel like it exists in a safe spot, because the idea is like, there's nothing they're interrupting. You aren't taking business away from Nintendo because they aren't offering this product. But once they offer this product, now they will have a vested interest in stamping out the fan-free version. And so I'm just curious what they will do. Now, I think Hobo Joe, I think you're right. I don't think Smash 64 is on the virtual console or whatever you call it thing. So maybe Melee is safe and will never be on that. But Melee is also, like, I mean, not that Smash 64 isn't a headliner game for the Nintendo 64, but when people think of the Nintendo GameCube, Super Smash Bros. Melee is normally like that next breath. Like, it's usually you are referring to those two things almost as a single thing. So I don't know. It feels much more iconic with the GameCube. The Smash 64 was kind of late 64, while Melee was practically launch. I think it was technically a couple months, but basically launch. But that's still, you know, a what if. That's a bridge to cross later. But just something that I thought about that I was like, I wonder how this will go. How long do you think it'll take before someone gets banned from showing dick on the Mario Kart World public game? Oh, well, here's the thing. There's no way you're going to be able to show camera feeds to anyone but people on your friends list. Like, there's no way. Nintendo will not. They will never. They're smart enough to not give people that power. There's never going to be a game that you play online that has camera feed on it for strangers. That will never happen. And so, like, I don't see that happening. Now, will there be you know, people who can get in trouble with that through their friend list or through, you know, perhaps contacting strangers and or minors and sending them their friend code over the internet under the guise of, hey, let's play video games together, and doing something awful with that camera? Probably. That will probably happen. We live in a fucked up world. That will probably happen. But there is no way Nintendo is going to let any sort of camera feed be on a public game of any kind, for sure. I wonder if that means the new camera mode for the new Mario Party is only to be played with friends then. More than likely. Like, if not, it's one of those things where other players won't see your camera feed. Like, it'll be one of the two, but I would presume the former. I'm guessing it'll just be, this mode is friends only, or not online with strangers. But yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do with a new Zelda. Like, we just had Tears of the Kingdom, so they were probably a few years off from that. Yo, what up, Wimpy? Nintendo chat roulette would have more dong than a Hostess factory. Yeah, exactly. We all know how those Nintendo fans love to show peen on camera, and they would be so quick to do it. There would be a whole new just branch of, you know, cosplay, inappropriate, not suitable for work imagery, I am sure, abounds. Anyway, while we're talking about this, I'm going to go ahead and switch things over. Let me see. I haven't had to use some of this stuff in a while, so let me... Hold on. Closed a properties window for my camera and it reverted a bunch of settings. Exposure should be down here so I don't look so blown out. And let me see. I want to pull up my perfectly legitimate and real Super Nintendo. I want to... I have this. Let's use this. And then I kick this over. Hey, alright, let's see now. How much can I, like, full screen this? And will that make it look better for you guys? There we go. That seems about right. Wait, hold on. I gotta click out here to turn this. Shut up, iTunes. We got video game legitimate soundtrack now. Mario Paint rules. I don't know if you guys ever played it. I'm a big fan. Oh man, I need to turn down the sensitivity of my mouse though. This was not made for modern day mouses. Look out, monster. A strange gay monster is standing over you. Behold his rainbow glory. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to click Mario, but that means we start. So Mario Paint is art, but Nintendo style. It was weird with the SNES mouse, but the Music Maker was fun. Yeah, the SNES mouse was my first brush with using a mouse for sure. I don't know. I pulled this up, but I have like I got nothing in mind to draw. I just want to scribble and talk to you guys. MS Paint, but Nintendo, kinda. Except for what if instead of paint, I used dogs? It's more fun to do the stamp. Look at all these dogs. Huh? Don't you like dogs? What if it was a long dog? And Yoshi's here. Bunch of Yoshis, actually. And we got little elves. We should draw them bodies. Alright, so this elf, he's kind of a angry elf. No, wait, no. He's a bored elf. And he's like going like... Oh, jeez. Drawing with this is really hard. So there's his arm. And there's kind of his torso. Oh, man. I swear I'm a better drawist than this. Actually, he's got his hands in his pants. Because that's how bored he is. There's his legs. There's his cool elf shoes that like kind of poke up. And in this hand, he's got... Oh my god, he's got a knife! He's saying... Stop! Oh man. That says stop, chat. Trust me. Stop. Looking. You're gonna have to take some creative liberties here and believing that that's what the text says. He's telling you to stop looking. Oh, he's got his hand in his pants and his knife drawn. He's brandishing a knife while handling himself. We paint tonight for now. I don't know. Kind of just turned on Mario Paint because I was like, I wonder if this works with my mouse, and it does. Also, the room is absolutely covered in geese. What did the artist mean by this? We can never know. But we do know that his studio was covered in bugs. There were lots of bugs in the studio that day. And they were icky. What did all these do? I remember what some of them do. Like, here's my pencils. I do... Okay, hold on. Actually, let me see. Which of these... How do I... Hold on, chat. I'm remembering. Eraser. Okay. And then I think all of these kind of just clear the screen. Hell yeah. All right. So something I would do a lot because I was a messed up child who was raised on Mortal Kombat. I would do things like... Oh, is there not Big Mario? I thought there was a Big Mario, but I guess there's only Little Mario. But I would be like, hey, you know, it'd be funny. What if Mario had his head blown off and it was like, and then his head was up here, and that's how you knew he got his head blowed off. That's why the spray paint thing is there. If you don't use it for making blood, I don't know why you're playing Mario Paint. Anyway, get that, get this out of here. Be gone with you. Thanks, all hell no, for the raid. What up, not the chosen Juan? You'll never be the chosen Juan with that attitude. Anyway, let's take a break from painting. Slap some bugs. This is really what I went on to play. So now I can play this with the accuracy of a 2025 mouse. Actually, I think I got this mouse like 4 years ago, but... Oh my god. I was gonna say this is so easy, but then I get hit. What? Give you an extra life. Hit it! Anyway, I'm kind of sick at killing flies. This is the kind of gameplay. Where's the Switch 2 version of this? Oh my god, I just now thought about it. The Switch 2 Joy-Cons do have like the mouse play mode. They can just make this again. Oh, speaking of ridiculous things, so that like Switch 2 like system tour game, air quotes, wink wink, nudge nudge. Can you freaking believe they're charging for that? That's insane. If you buy that shit, you better be subbed to me twice. Because, that's ridiculous and no one should purchase that. Oh my gosh. I totally slapped that guy. That should be a pack-in. Zero doubt. Hit him. Alright, boss time. Get sprayed. Oh no! Oh, I thought I was done for. Oh, he's freaking out. No!
Video game expert. You should see how smooth he is with the ladies.
I'm not a video game expert, Yusuke. Thank you for the confidence, though. I am buying it, but here's a sub renewal. Thank you. We're trying that again. Can't believe I got beaten by the first boss. But that's okay. It's because my oversensitive future mouse. Yeah, come back here. This does not bode well for this play. This is back when games were hard. Get smacked. No, 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 no! I swear I'm slapping all around that freak. That one, I think I smacked it twice. I always like the sound those things made when they died. That's one of those old game sounds Grant really liked. Oh, I forgot they did that. No, 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 no! It's like not... My wrist just doesn't know how. Okay, look, this is why I'm bad at first-person shooters, point-and-click adventures. My ability to point and to click. Not strong. Whoa. I feel like he always does a counter hit, and I'm waiting for it. There it is. What? That was dumb of me. Whoa. I was not expecting the flies to reconvene. Always getting red. Whew. That's gonna save us. Congratulations. I'm sick. Yeah, I managed to get an early Switch too. I'm playing with those mouse Joy-Cons. It's kicking ass. But yeah, it's kind of extra egregious to me with the whole, please, this paid software of the Nintendo Switch 2 tour. Like, I feel like Nintendo are the classic masters of the old, like, the good pack-in. Like, they've been doing that for generations. How have they forgotten their ways? No! I think we're dead. Damn, this game's hard. Back to drawing. Yeah, now we get ice physics on our mouse. By draw, I mean we're gonna make beautiful music together. Alright, well, first of all, let's hear some of their, you know, pre-built garbage. Yeah, whatever. I could write that. But what if it was slow? Yeah. All right, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Classic, right? Everybody loves it. Everybody knows it. But what if instead of stars, it was pigs? Give me just a sec. That'll be a fun chord it makes, don't worry. Look, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Just give it a second. We need to do at least 10 measures. This will be the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star you never knew you needed. And just when you think you've got it figured out, there's a Yoshi line. And more fun secret chords to discover. And then in the middle there, like a little guitar breakdown. All right, last measure. And that's when it ends. All right. Now let's hear a masterpiece. Tricked you. Nice. I think we need a little bit more tempo. Guarantee you can't do this shit on Switch 2. They're too afraid to give you this kind of power again, chat. They're scared. Alright, what was this one again? That sound, I was never comfortable with that sound. Man, I remember making songs not feeling like a huge time sink, but looking at it now, realizing that that is what that mode is. It's cool and fun and neat when you do it, but boy. Here's another classic thing I would do as a kid. Make a big ocean. Damn, Necrozor, if this was a pack-in for the Switch 2 to get you accustomed to mouse controls and a microphone, that would be cool. You're actually right. That would have been a very good use. And now look, it's like I can create my own fun fantasy Zelda map. Look, here's like the first JRPG, like big continent that you start on. And it's got, you know, its little weird chunks and offshoots. And sometimes there's just, you know, little bits of water inside of it. Sometimes fun rivers that come in through the ocean. And it's got trees on it. They get really hard to see against the exact same green as the leaves, but don't worry, there's also these trees. And I thought there were little buildings too, but maybe not. Oh, but there is a mountain for the north. Couple mountains to the north, actually. And that's where the alien lives. They say somewhere in the ocean, there's a giant face waiting for you. It's creepy. And then we also have... I guess there's like these little brick walls. That's what I could have used for a building. Over here is like the snow continent. It's a little bit smaller, but it's there. And this is where, shockingly, the dinosaurs still roam. They live on snow continent because they're cold-blooded, you see. And that's where it's nice and cold, but it's protected by an army of whales. So if anyone approaches it, the whales sink their boat. And they go, well, guess there's nothing over there. Guess I'm gonna drive my boat home. Is there no boat? Oh wait, there's a boat in the musical instruments. Here we go. And see, that's why this boat is pointed away, because it's scared of the whales. And also, there's a secret Game Boy Island. What's there? Can't tell you. I'd have to kill you. And then we have the man-made brick island that takes up the southern hemisphere. This is why I'm a fantasy writer, guys, because I can come up with ideas like this, like, right off the dome. Like, can you imagine an island made entirely of bricks, inhabited purely by... Elephants? The Brick Elephant Empire? Breaking new ground. Freaking C.S. Lewis would be stunned at my creativity. And he would have given me, $1 million to write a better Lord of the Rings. There's also a cactus man there. But that's my self-insert character. That's just me. Don't worry. And the dinosaurs know that their clock is ticking. They're about to go extinct. That's why the whales now have to be on the move to conquer new worlds. Like the green, uninhabited, except for by the alien forest mountain island continent. Also, this face down here is the king of the universe. And he's saying, "Go, whales, do my bidding." Because turns out, king of the ocean is the reason the dinosaurs are protected by the whales, because he's a big dinosaur fan, just like me. Because even though this is my self-insert character here, I am like the king of the universe. What were my thoughts on the recent Nintendo Direct? I was talking about it earlier, but $80 is a lot for a video game, but boy does Donkey Kong and Mario Kart look cool. Mostly Donkey Kong. But Mario Kart also looks pretty cool. Where is it this? Yes. This is another really cool thing. Okay, so can I load? Yeah.
That was awesome.
This was something I did a lot as a kid too. So I'd be like, man, they've only got green Yoshi. Well, what if I wanted a blue Yoshi? I could go in here and just, well, actually, probably would want it to be this blue for that green, and this blue for this green. And these two that were blue, they're gonna be dark green now. Now it's like, now I'm gonna have my custom blue Yoshi. And this kind of taught me like the early concept of I guess sprite art, and understanding how it worked, that it was just all little pixels. And I just always loved seeing the little picture of it over in the side and being like, wow, my little art looks cool when it's zoomed out. Boy, pixel art is magical. I hope video games never pivot away from this look. Said the poor child who would never know the truth. Kind of looks bad with the green in there, but whatever. Then I could be like, all right, I want to save this to right there. And then I could load its body. Turn this green or blue as well. Also, boy, remember Yoshi's weird arms back in the day? How they were not the color of his back. Boom. And now I can be like, and this kingdom is ruled by the ultra rare blue Yoshi. Shocking! Yo, thank you, Equus, for the baby streak. Much appreciated. Can't click click out of this when I use the mouse controls. Also, man, I like completely lowered my mouse sensitivity for this, and so when I leave this window, it's like my mouse moves so much slower than I think. Oh no, and there's a blue Yoshi in the ocean. A blue Yoshi ocean. It happens. Let's just, that didn't happen. He's not there. Another thing I would do with this editor, another Gnat child classic. Where are you? I'd be like, I don't want an ocean of water, I want an ocean of lava. So we're going to make it orange. Oops. We'll catch that one on the way back, don't worry. And then you're like, but Grant, there's these little white and blue spots. That's not what lava would have. And I say, I know, just wait. I gotta get the rest of this first. I like doing all one color at a time. Oh, shit. We'll fix that. We'll make it better than the original. See, here's the thing with Nintendo. They gamify everything. Even like this little sprite art here kind of becomes a platforming challenge because it's like, whoa. Sometimes this mouse will go a little further than I thought and color parts that I did not want to color. And yet here we are. And then it's like, here we go. We get little red accents on the blue. That's how you know it's freaking hot. And it's like those little white waves, though. What are that? What are them? And then I go, now it's yellow. It's like piss. But really, it's just more hot moltenness. Hold on, let's fix that problem. There we go. Hot lava. And see, and now, bam. Now this world gets a lot crazier because I've gone, actually, the whole ocean is lava. Wait, why is the... Oh, because it's just filling in the blues, not the... Now we got crazy... The water and the lava mixed and created a strange new reality that the whales weren't ready for, and it was so shocking that no one ever remembered it again. Wow. And that's gonna be the story of the new Mario game, don't you worry. The legend of the blue Yoshi who lived in the ocean that was secretly blood with the brick world and the dinosaur ice kingdom. And you know, I don't think you guys are ready for it. But what are you guys' thoughts on Switch 2 stuff? Give me some stuff to think about or respond to or to consider in this new Nintendo era. Do you think we will get, like, cause Donkey Kong is coming in July, so that means they're gonna need a Switch 2 game, at least one, for the holiday season. Do you think we are going to get some sort of Nintendo, like Mario game? Or do you think this is, like, do you think they can already pump a Zelda out for the holidays? Where do you think, where do you fall? Or, I guess what, is maybe Pokemon Legends ZA kind of close enough to, when's that coming out? Does that have a date? Pokemon's November. A Fire Emblem? Ooh, I hadn't considered that. Switch 2 Fire Emblem could be a big holiday. Lugia Mansion. I'm assuming you mean Luigi Mansion, but can you imagine Lugia's Mansion? What would Lugia's Mansion look like? That's not what I'm drawing right now, but perhaps that is an art prompt we will use later. Right now I'm just kind of doing some abstract color work, don't mind me. I'm using some of these pages that I never used as a kid because I thought they were too artistic and I wasn't sure what they were supposed to be. They weren't one solid color, so I didn't understand. I guess this kind of looks like it could be a foliage. Legend CA is one of the things I'm excited for. I'm sad because I now know, knowing that the Switch 2 exists and that there is, like, you know, Switch 2 editions of games, I'm now realizing that, like, the version of that to play is going to be the Switch 2 version because, like, Legends Arceus already kind of struggled to run at times, and we all saw Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So if I'm going to want to play those games and like them, I'm probably going to have to get them on the Switch 2, right? Yeah, we all tried to see Scarlet and Violet. I guess Metroid Prime could be the holiday game. I hadn't considered that. That doesn't have a date yet, does it? Ooh, okay, so these crosses don't... The white is not part of it. That'll just go on top of whatever it's going on. That's interesting. I like that. Does that work with all these lines? No. Don't know if this is true, but I guess upgrade packs to the Switch 2 versions are free if you have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus account. I do have that, so I guess there's that. If that's true, which I wouldn't be surprised. That sounds like a perk you could easily slip into the people who are already in that what's the word I'm looking for? Ecosystem type thing. I think only Zelda upgrades for free for Nintendo Switch Online so far. Well, does Zelda, like, universally upgrade free? And only the Switch Plus gets, like, the, what, Mario Party Jamboree? Which, did people like that Mario Party? I feel like, I can't remember if that was the one people didn't like, or if people liked that one. So I didn't play it, so I don't know. People like Jamboree. It was fun. Okay. Because I feel like I remember there being a very, like, not well-received Mario Party for the Switch, and I couldn't remember if it was that one or if they had released a new one. Those clouds kind of look cool when you, like most things don't look good when you sort of drag the stamp, but you can make the cloud look all right. Well, I'm messing it up here, but this one looked pretty cool with some draggy spots in it. Was the one before Jamboree people didn't like. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't play it, so I don't know. I hope Scarlet and Violet, maybe Legends Arceus, gets the Switch 2 upgrade. I bet. Well, maybe not. Maybe they would just do an upgrade. Because I was going to say, I can see them doing like a Scarlet and Violet 2, and that one runs well. And it's a Switch 2 exclusive. But they might not do that. That would be so immediately just crucified for doing that. That would be a bad idea for sure. There's a couple games they announced that'll get free upgrades. Odyssey, Captain Toad, Link's Awakening, Echoes of Wisdom, ARMS, and some other stuff. Okay. Yeah, Link's Awakening had some performance issues, didn't it? And I forgot. It's been a while since I played that, but there were like some sections that the frame rate really couldn't handle it. Over here is Sonic's territory. This is where the Green Hill Zone is. And then it's got its loops, like Sonic games do. But uh-oh, Mario's trapped in Sonic Land. I think I heard Scarlet and Violet did have an upgrade confirmed. I can believe it. It's one of those, like, so there's Switch 2 editions, but I know Switch games are also compatible. So you're not going to get just a performance boost just for playing it on the Switch 2. Like, if it plays it on the Switch 2, will it play it with the same exact power a Switch would have had? Like, is it not until you get... Because, like, there's a difference between, I guess, in my mind, like, you get a performance boost for playing this on the new console versus we have added content that is Switch 2 exclusive. Like, Jamboree or whatever has, like, mini games and stuff that are specifically using the Switch 2 functionality. Whereas, you know, in my head, a Scarlet and Violet Switch 2 edition is just, it doesn't run like shit anymore. And I feel like that's not something you can justify charging for, in my mind. But I guess I don't know. And it is Nintendo, and it might not matter if you can justify it or not. They're freaking doing it. What if Tales of Vesperia, Symphonia, and Graces get upgraded? Oh, man. I mean, look. It would be insane. But if they went, hey, Switch 2 edition of Tales of Graces has the Code Geass and Hatsune Miku DLC built in. That would get me to buy it. That would get me to upgrade. That paid upgrade would complete Nintendo's villain arc into becoming EA. Well, like, isn't that kind of already what they're saying is the case, though? Like, they were, like, if they charge for, because what was it when they showed it? Like the I think it was like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where it had like the second screen experience. But other than that, the only change really was just like it'll run better and like look better. And I feel like that's something, I don't know, like I guess, you know, it was like they did Last of Us on PS4 and then Last of Us came out on PS3 and then Last of Us for PS4 was a separate purchase, right? Like, so it's not like game companies don't do that. That just feel like, and Last of Us on PS4 was literally just Last of Us, right? They didn't add anything. It wasn't like, and you get the hidden Joel chapters. Like, it was just the game again, but it looked better. Like, it just, and I don't know if they did like new texture or whatever work on it versus just, this is literally the game just running better. And I guess I don't know to the extent what they're doing in the Switch 2 editions of whatever, but knowing that like Switch games are backwards compatible, what's going to be the difference between, you know, Tears of the Kingdom Switch versus Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition? It was the game with multiple DLC and the DLC with better graphics. Okay. All right. So yeah, so if there was like pack in added stuff, you know, that kind of changes the conversation a little bit. Looking at the free list, Clubhouse Games, Bowser's Fury, Game Builder Garage, Mario U Deluxe, Scarlet and Violet, Big Brain Academy versus Brain are on the list. Okay. Tears of the Kingdom gets an FPS boost. They already said that. Yeah, but is that like I know about the second screen guide app thing on your phone, but like in my head, that is like not a selling point. That's not something that they should charge you for. Because that is you just accessing an app. So it's just a thing where it's just like I kind of don't know what they mean with the Switch 2 editions in some cases. This is King Snowman. Also, freaking the crazy character roster for Mario Kart World. I love. I'm a little bummed because it looks like they might be ditching the Koopalings, the Koopa Kids, who are historically some of my favorite Nintendo characters. But the fact that we can be the cow or those weird little flippy dudes from Mario Sunshine, or like the crabs, great stuff. Big into that. I'll be charging Chuck main day one. I think they said there's going to be 87 characters and not all have been shown off, so don't count them out yet. I mean, yeah, like, but I feel like you would, in my head, you would put the Koopa Kids who have already been in Mario Kart, if they were going to be in it, you would have shown them before newer stuff, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe I'm, you know, not as alone as I think, and maybe the world is hype for the Koopa Kids, so they want to save that reveal, but that would just be strange in my opinion. Wario's in it, so I'm happy. Yeah, he had a pretty good shot, I'd say. His chances were very high. Do you think... So I know Cranky Kong has shown up in Donkey Kong Bonanza. He has been spotted in the gameplay on the floor. Do you think Diddy will show up? Or is Diddy going to be banished? Because someone pointed out that Diddy has not been seen. He wasn't in Jamboree, and he wasn't in something else. I can't remember what, but like I saw people listing like Diddy has been conspicuously missing from things you would maybe see him in normally. So are they going? Is this going to be Diddy erasure? Diddy is still facing those allegations. True. This could be just a PR stunt to be like, let's just get away. Let's just not have anyone, you know, connect Diddy and Diddy here. Which, fair enough. Maybe the right call. That one doesn't look good dragged because the bright edge. It's Candy and Lanky coming back. Well, Candy and Lanky, I feel like, feel very different tiers of Nintendo Donkey Kong canonicity. Like, I feel like Candy Kong... Well, you know what? I guess I'm basing that off the cartoon, which isn't really Nintendo, is it? Because I was like, Candy Kong showed up in the cartoon, so she's like Donkey Kong royalty as far as I'm concerned. She has to be there. But Lanky Kong showed up in 64. And unless Tiny and Chunky are coming, I don't know how much of 64 we're going to be remembering. Even though this is the first, like, 3D Donkey Kong game since then, practically. Which, is that true? Donkey Kong 64 was the only Donkey Kong 3D platformer? Like, they've had 2D retro-y platformers since, but... That's wild. I don't know where I'm going with this. I kind of just have a weird fascination in this game of just making random junk and then using the satisfying eraser effects to get rid of it. And just be like, there we go. That was just a fun little piece of art that existed just for me for a moment. Only this time I got to share it with you guys. That'd be a neat twist. King K. Rool in Mario Kart. Yeah, bring King K. Rool in. What the heck we doing? Boy, I remember there being more basic colors as a kid. So I wanted to make Kirby, but we really don't have a pink, do we? So instead we're making yellow Kirby. Barrel Blast killed the franchise. Which one was that? I remember DK's Jungle Beat. Oh boy, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay. Look, his eyes aren't exactly even, but it's fine. This is art. We're not judging here, okay, chat? Now we give those soulless black husks a little bit of life. And it goes from being a dead creature to a beloved mascot. You probably have... What color shoes does yellow Kirby have? Does he also have the red shoes? If I Google image search yellow Kirby. He's got like orange shoes. Can I see him in a lineup with the other Kirbys just to make sure it's a different color? Here, his look more, yeah, okay, his definitely look more orange than regular Kirby's red. Gonna be lazy with it. Uh-oh, hold on. Don't do that. I can see a break in the chain. We almost had a whole orange background and then I would have been dead. Anyway, what's Kirby looking at? Funny thing, Sakurai originally wanted Kirby to be yellow. Well, there you go. This is us drawing Sakurai's original dream. DK Barrel Blast was the DK racing game for the Wii. What? Was that a thing? I owned a Wii. Wii and DS promo. Hold on. If I pull this up, do you guys see it? No, you don't. What if I go to... Pull this up? Do you see it? Alright, well, I bet if I do this, yeah. Let's watch this together. We're gonna have the Mario Paint music in the background, but I don't care. I remember this music from Brawl. Or one of the Smash games. I don't remember this game existing at all. Alright. I guess that happened. Oh no! I didn't. No! No! Stop! Stop! Okay. Nope. Oh wait, that is a different color than just the blank background. I didn't realize there's a difference between white and off-white. Yeah, I did not remember Barrel Blast was a thing. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. But okay, what's Kirby doing? What's Kirby up to in this picture? Give me some ideas. There are no wrong answers or stupid suggestions. Everything can build on the idea building process. The undo dog in the corner. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I could have done that had things gone truly awry. He's buying a Switch 2. Okay. Yeah, can I draw a Switch 2 from memory? It's basically a Switch, right? Okay, so Kirby is over here. Is Kirby buying the Switch 2, or is he selling you the Switch 2? He's destroying the Mushroom Kingdom. I mean, we could have like a little Mario looking up at him and being like, what's going on? Here, we'll have a little fun with this. We're gonna make some forced perspective, okay? We're gonna be artists here. Alright, so here's gonna be, I assume this works like this. Yes. Okay, so here's our horizon line. If I can get it to be, oh. So there's the horizon. We're going to go ahead and make this, you know, easy to understand. Here is, here's a bunch of grass that Kirby is standing on. What? Oh no! Hold on. I failed to see. The chain was broken, our horizon line, not quite. Okay. Sorry I had to see that, chat. There we go. Now it's very clear that Kirby is standing on some lovely, luscious grass. But then we also have Mario way over here. But the thing is, Mario and Kirby, I mean, Kirby's actually smaller than Mario, but Kirby is so much closer to the camera in this image that it's like Kirby is big, you see. But Mario's way back there, standing at the horizon, so it looks like he is small. And now we have created art. Here was my little trick for making the sky back in the day. So I would do like a line of a color. Didn't mean to make it the same color as Mario's pants, but oh well, that's all we get to do. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Actually, I didn't want... Dang, can't get rid of it. Oh well. I would make like basically stripes because I saw it in, I want to say, Road Rash for the NES. This was how they like depicted the sky. It was like it like had basically stripes in color, but it made it feel like there was more distance to it. I really liked it as a kid. Whatever, we're gonna live with that. Sometimes art isn't perfect. That's a lesson early Grant learned. But okay, so maybe this Kirby is selling us a Switch 2. Well, today the Switch 2 kind of looks like a Game Boy. But it will have the added enhancements of the Joy-Cons. buttons on top. And we've got the cool C button there. C. And there's like, you know, a D-pad. And there's your 4 buttons. And analog stick. And Kirby is over here. Let's fill this in real quick. He's saying $450. The dollar sign. Trust me, okay? That's $450. He's going, hey Mario, do you want to buy the hot new Nintendo game? And Mario over there, he's got a lot to say about, whoop, actually, no he doesn't. He has a lot to say with this color. Oh no. Fine. We'll lose our perfect outline, it's okay. Like I said, sometimes art isn't flawless. Mario says, no way. No. No way, paisano, he says to Kirby, going $450. Oh, wait, hold on. Kirby is asking. He is not commanding. He is going $450 for my Switch 2? And Mario says, no way, paisano. But if you squint really hard, you can see the uber rare blue Yoshi. And he breathes lava. And I think this should be the Nintendo Switch 2. Put this in Nintendo Power, put this in Game Pro, and people will be lining up to buy a Switch 2 because they know it was too expensive for their man Mario. And they'd be like, I can afford it. That makes me cooler than Mario. Also, this cat also is saying, come on, this cat is forgot the when you just change tools. And the cat says, hold on, you gotta know the cat sang it. Cat says, It's so hard to draw with a mouse. How do people do it? Going meow. Which translated means no. Because he is a cat and does not have 450 US dollars. And, there's also an elephant. So Kirby has shown up with his Switch 2 for scale. He says, $450? And Mario, who's way back there, goes, no way, paisano! And then a local tiny cat, who is about the size of a flea, says, meow, which means nope. And then we never saw this image again. God, that's fun. Alright. I need to kill more flies. There's no start at level 2 after you beat level 1, huh? Weird. Child me never noticed that. Oh! Let them explode. I'm getting better. Totally purposeful pause. Kept it cool as a cucumber. Okay, someone said that they thought you could smack the flies when they're forming. You cannot. Ah! Oh. Got that hand just in time. Boink. All right, level 2. Now we play in the ice. This song rules. I remember loving this track. These things are the worst. I guess their attacks aren't like guaranteed hits though. I keep thinking you can't avoid them, but you can. It's usually I'm just so close to them that I'm definitely gonna get hit if I don't hit them. Ah! Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I forgot it was the same boss. Thought you guys would change it up. Oh no! This exhaust hurts me. Oh, get fucked. Does the ice make a difference? I don't think so. I think it is just to show that this is a different stage. Alright, stage 3. I don't know if I ever made it here as a kid. Oh, I remember the song, though. Are the flies making a different sound when I smack them this time? They're going like, Okay, some of them still do that. Eep. Oh, God. This stage is stressing me out. Woo! How did I not get hit there? Not gonna complain. Ah! Jeez. Sometimes those bugs really home in on you, and sometimes they don't. Friggin' die! They track for so long. No! Oh my gosh, we're so close. We're so close, please. I was totally thrown off by his voice. Uh-oh. Do we at least get to restart on level 3? Nope. Damn. All right, well, that's bug swatting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the last level. Oh, that's right. You can have, like, different background music. This is a good one. I forgot there were letters! Oh, we could have made Kirby and everyone so much more legible. Didn't even think about that. What's this? I know you can make animations, which always just seemed like way too much time. Is this where maybe you can save art? Maybe I forgot that you can save stuff. Alright, hold on. What's that tool doing? If I have, like... Is this just letting me go? I want to take this chunk of it and put it over here. Yes. Okay, cool. I see. You can save animations, drawings, and music, but only one of each. Okay. Oh, and yes, there is a music thing, but it takes a long time to make stuff, so I don't know if we're gonna make stuff. But they've got some pre-built songs that are pretty good. Anyway. So, okay. So if we were going to make a song, and we've only got, I think, just no sharps and flats. I think we've just got the basic scale. You can only make 3 things on a single line. So your chords can only be, you know, 3 notes. I really don't like that sound effect. Here we go, a trumpet. All right. I don't know if you can even do... Can you even do, like, eighth notes? Nah, I think these are, like, yeah, your drums. See, it sounds just like Mario. Oh, that's the exact same trumpet sound they use for Earthbound. I mean, I feel like a lot of these are like just kind of sounds from like classic Nintendo-y sounds. But I guess I don't know for sure. Doot, 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 doot. Actually, that song's in the beginning of this, isn't it? Is there a way to get back to the title screen? Oh! Wait, I've already got mouse on the slowest speed it can go, and it feels like it's zooming? Hold on. Does that affect my movement in... Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, can't tell a difference. Coloring book? I forgot about this. Why is this a question mark? It's just the ocean. Aw, heck yeah. This is how water looks underwater, right? Hmm. Just chill vibes here, man. Just relax. It's Thursday night. Weekend's almost here. We now know the Switch 2 is going to exist. And it's coming soon. Donkey Kong Bonanza looks tight. Yo, Shelter confirmed for Mario Paint. Yo, Slow King confirmed for Mario Paint. Yo. Star U confirmed for Mario Paint. Everyone knows beware the pink starfish. Ugh. There we go. I'm starting to feel like this is a true masterpiece. Hang this in the Louvre. But you know the sad thing is, this art is just for you and me right here and now. Because shortly after it existed, it was gone. Wait, what the heck is going on? I just now noticed. It's like something up with my... Hold on. Hold on. Something looks off about the stream. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. Get behind the TV, you. Sorry. Sorry you had to see that black bar, chat. I just love these different, like, erase sounds. I think they're so good. Did I ever play Bravely Default? Yes, I loved it. Bravely Default 1 was great. However, as much as I like that game, you play that game enough. Like, if you haven't played it, there's like a time loop element in that game. And you kind of end up playing, like, through the game, like, 4 times by the time you beat it. And so I feel like I've played that game enough for a lifetime, but I did really like it. So while the remake is exciting and good news, I don't think I need to play it. Thank you. I'll be here all week. But yeah, I do feel like that's one of those games where it's like, it's really cool and I liked it, but I got my fill of it when I played it. So I am not at all tempted by a remake, TBH. And the soundtrack was already sick as hell, so usually my other thought when a game is remade is like, maybe I'll get a cool remastered soundtrack out of it. But I don't really know what you would do to that soundtrack to make me like it more. So, you know. I'm just going to make a shape and then figure out from there what I think it is. That's how art works, right? Kind of just start with a doodle and then be like, all right, this is actually nothing. I have made a horrible shape. There's an eye, perhaps, or maybe just some sort of hole. Okay, now I'm seeing a face form. Maybe a guy with a horn and a big nose. And, like, I think I'm making Ganondorf, but he's got a horn. Okay, he's got kind of dark green skin, sorta. Yeah. And we'll give him yellow eyes and gray horn. He's got stubble. And this is his ear. I know he normally has pointy ears, but this is a different design where he's got like more human-shaped ears. That's a crocodile? I mean, okay, I could kind of see it. He's got his thick, muscly neck. There's his big, rippling shoulders and pec muscles. And you can't see it, but he's reaching for the Triforce right off screen. And Ganondorf is wearing his iconic dark gray sweater. And he's reaching out for stuff. His hair looks like it's forming a fist ready to punch you. Okay, hold on. We can work with that. We can work with that. I like that. So yeah, so he's got like a thumb here. And then, how am I going to make this work? Like a, kind of like a... I feel like I'm making it worse, actually. We should make his hair more flowing, though. We should give it some details. You know what? Just so you know that's his hair, we will also give him, you know, we will spray paint some eyebrows on him. And you know what? We'll give him a little bit. Later Ganondorf has had, like, beard a lot, so we'll give him some of that. Maybe burns. Yeah, he didn't shave all the way before showing up. Ganonhorn, we'll call him. I like it, Tyler. Okay. I feel like with where he is, this feels like he's in like the foreground of another thing happening. So we need to fill up this backspace with something. Is Ganon, like, I said he was reaching for the Triforce, but is he like running from something? Is there something behind him? Is he scared of like Link or, you know, something else? What can we fill this backspace with? This is what Ganon, what Link thinks Ganon looks like, and then he gets a pig. Yeah. I feel like after Mario Paint happened, they should have basically built a Mario Paint into every system. Because I loved this thing as a kid, and I'm kind of amazed it existed and that my parents bought it. I guess I was definitely an artistic kid, along with a different tism, probably. And this, I think, really activated a lot of my neurons. Ganondorf is actually running away. From what, you may ask? Oh, that's not what I want to do. This ain't quite lining up the way I want it to. Nope. Okay, I need to remember that I'm like going out from the center point. You know what? Fine, we won't put the white circle in there. I've changed my mind. But what he's running from... Now, you may think that's just a regular man, and you would be forgiven for thinking that, because you can't quite see the details yet. But what if this regular man... was Goku? Notice his iconic locks and how he is holding aloft the spirit bomb. And Ganondorf is like, oh no, I can't handle that. And so he is fleeing. Once again, we need a horizon line so you can understand that this is a forced perspective shot. It's the only way you'll understand. Whoa, hold on, Grant. Hold your horses. We got a breach. We got a breach. There we go. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do the whole screen. I was thinking I would do my little stripey fake depth in the sky, but we'll just make it one solid color. Yeah, this is the Switch 2 Smash. This is a screenshot from Smash Brothers Turbo Ultimate, Switch 2 exclusive. Goku confirmed throws Spirit Bomb at Ganon. Ganon should be crying. You're right. This is him reconciling with his own death. And he has a moment where he regrets it all. And the tears stream down. We have a moment, chat. You, me, him. We all have a moment. A moment where we can hear his inner thinking. And he goes, oh, this is a terrible way to do this. He goes, what? Has it all been 4. Come on. Okay, there it is. Ganondorf considers to himself, what has this all been for? Meanwhile, Goku's over here. Will be a little bit more fun with how we do his word bubble. We'll just be a bit more free form. Because Goku is a being of carnage, as we all know. Meanwhile, Goku's over here going... Those are all big A's, and they're getting bigger, like, you know, like when comic text like kind of comes at you to imply that it's screamed and loud. This is him going, ha! When he's like throwing his big ball of energy, his big spirit bomb. He's going, ha! Meanwhile, Ganondorf is over here contemplating the meaning of it all, just going like, what has it all been for? As he's about to be eradicated by Goku's spirit bomb, and he's understanding that he's like, wait a minute, am I just being controlled by outside forces to be a video game character against my will? I don't wish to fight this man. He is not Link or Princess Zelda or King Harknian. I have no ill will towards this man, and yet he throws a bomb of pure spirit at me. What does it all mean? And then he phases out of existence as the spirit bomb eradicates not only him, but the precious planet Goku is standing upon, killing both of them instantly, proving that it was all for nothing. Smash Brothers 2, a sad story. Switch 2 exclusive. Yeah, he's going, F this, I'm out of here. And he's just gonna try his best to get away. What do these mean? Oh, they do like a spray paint version of it, okay. Sometimes we just do abstract shape here, chat. You can't... Not all art is, you know, pretty and artistic. Sometimes it's just weird. And we just see what we get until we get there. Yo, that looks cool as hell. I like that. That looks less good. What's this image? Why can't I use this little guy? I like that dude. Mr. Walking Fish? Is that... Do you have that? You do? Oh my gosh! I always saw this picture of the fish, and I don't think I ever clicked it, because I was like, it's just a boring-ass fish. This fish got friggin' legs! Alright, well, this fish is definitely walking along over here. With his good friend... a bomb. Also, sorry if this is a supremely boring stream. I feel like I have spoken most of my thoughts on the Switch 2. If you guys have other things you want to hear me think about on Switch 2 stuff, though, feel free to, if I haven't talked about something that you're like, but what are his thoughts on this? I just feel like I have iterated. I think games might be too expensive, and I probably won't be able to get one at launch. But its functionality seems cool. The C button seems silly to me, but I'm sure someone somewhere wants to use that. I kind of just realized I haven't zoned out and played Mario Paint since I was like 7, and I'm like, wow, I used to just like sit in my basement and do this for hours. Like, not really make anything in particular, and always kind of with the built-in intent that I'm gonna just delete this once I feel like I've filled up the space. This is incredibly zen. I'm on my phone. Can you capture this picture for my new Discord avatar? I guess I could print screen. Throw this on Paint. Gosh, it's so funny that like the mouse sensitivity changes so drastically once I am not on the Super Nintendo. I also just really like this song. This like floating in space. Bam. All right, I've saved. I'll tweet this. People who aren't in the stream are just going to be so confused. Alright, but the sad thing about art is it never lasts. Grant, with Switch 2 games being $80 or $90, how do you feel about GTA 6 being potentially $100? I can tell you I will not be buying it at launch if it's $100. Because I don't think that's a price a video game should be. I mean, not saying there aren't people out there who won't pay for that, because there will definitely be people. There will probably be people who wouldn't get Grand Theft Auto, but once they heard it was $100, they'd be like, well, now I got to get it just to prove that I can afford it, and to prove that I can, prove that I got the $100 game. I mean, and it's not like collector's editions and like games with DLC haven't already been $100. Like I paid probably over $100 for Sparking Zero because I got it immediately with its collector stuff or whatever, the DLC like packs purchased. Which, when the heck is that coming? Give me some more. Give me some Daima characters. I feel like you need to do the shapes with like these just raw colors, and then you kind of fill them in with the other cool zany shape and stuff. My issue is people act like screaming about how expensive stuff is will make the prices magically go down, and that's just not how things work. True to an extent. If enough people don't buy a thing, eventually its price will go down. Like, yelling about it won't probably do anything, but actually not purchasing it and voicing your feelings with your wallet can and frequently does have an effect. Like, it's not that it'll get less expensive because we can suddenly make it for less and we were ripping you off the whole time. It's just, we're going to have to move these units one way or another, and we'd rather make, you know, $2 off of them instead of none. I like these. These are something that I don't think I ever looked at as a kid, but like these are just kind of cool geometric blanks that now that I think about it, we can be putting color on top of. Although I guess there's no way for... Yeah, that's not gonna... That'll take a long time filling in all this space. We'll give it one line. Go like right through it with that purple highlight, and then maybe some blue triangles. Oh, well, all right, or we'll do that. Yeah, yeah. I was hoping that's how that would work. I was worried it would autofill the white. I like how that looks. That goes together nice. Yeah, come on, Joel. If you can read, you can see where the gift sub button is. Not that you should do that. Don't give me money. I'm a fool. I'm just over here making random shapes and colors.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thinking about it. Oh, well, it's too late now. You've already committed. Volume 52. Thanks to Rooster Bad Guy, you are now a Tier 1 sub. Welcome. Ooh, that kind of like filled out in a weird way. I like how that stretches. I can't word exactly what I mean, but like the way that is spreading through looks cooler than how it normally does. Oh, it's because each individual pixel is different, so I can't just do a flat paint on that. If you actually want Nintendo to see people don't want it, don't pay, but constantly going to every YouTube video about it and posting, drop the price over and over isn't going to do anything again. Okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, it probably won't. You're most likely right, but it's kind of crazy the stuff that can get big companies' attention sometimes these days. But yeah, I would say for the most part, if you think the game or the Switch 2 is too expensive, don't buy it. And you know, tell them as such with your dollars. I don't know where I'm going with this one. This one may not be alive much longer. Alright. Is there one of these we haven't seen yet? I know these, like these first, what, 6 are just different size, just little spot erasers. But all of these are all clears, and I think we've done every one, but I'm not sure. This almost looks like something off a game show. Looks nice. Yeah, like I was kind of going for... I mean, this is going to be very 90s coded, kind of no matter what, but like... I don't know, I feel like just like, yeah, like weird, like kind of art house logos, like the stuff you would see, like the Klasky Chupo, where it would just have like all the weird kind of just geometry and shapes and sounds kind of assaulting you at the end of a Rugrats episode. The water one? Alright. Ooh, we haven't seen this one yet. Now it's gone. Alright. I love this song, but I feel like it's practically making me feel high. So let's liven it up a little bit. It's funny because I know one of the Project M builds I had Mario Paint music as like the character select screen, and now like listening to all 3 of these tracks, I'm like, this is all great, just like menu music, like just hanging out stuff. Alright, so we have a concrete tile. Dig how that filled out. I like how it stretches, says Grant. Well, look. If you took any artist out of context, they'd probably sound pretty weird. You bet Picasso was going like, yes, this lip over here over the hairline sure looks good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yo, thanks, Jeremy, for gifting a sub to Clay. Much appreciated. If you've got an art request, feel free to sound off and I'll try to figure that shit out. I'm pretty bad, so don't be expecting any good art, let's say. Or if you would like to have some sort of general discussion or thought on the Switch 2, if there is a topic you would like to hear me think about. Pretty rainbow grid. Take any artist in context and it still sounds weird. I want to see Bowser being rejected by Sonic. All right. We're going to make this go away. Okay, that one's just real simple and boring. Okay, Bowser. Bowser and Sonic. All right, you know what? We're going to freehand these. We're not going to use the cheat stencils. God, drawing with this mouse is hard, though. But we're going to do it. Okay, so hold on. You want to see... Let me look back at that. Bowser being rejected by Sonic. It'd be offensive if I had a dog character in a wheelchair basketball game and named myself Chairbud. Oh, shit. That'd be... Okay, if you can customize your character in that game and you can give yourself, like, dog ears, absolutely Chairbud needs to be the name. No question, no doubt in my mind. All right. Okay, Bowser being rejected by Sonic. Okay, I'm trying to think of, like, I know what you're thinking when you say rejected, but I'm trying to think if I can come up with another context. Like, is he rejected like Sonic's blocking his three-pointer? Because I think that's what I'm gonna do. And it's gonna look like ass. Like, I've got a cool anime-looking picture in my head of, like, Sonic just, like, denying a basketball from Bowser. But there's no way my hands are gonna do what my brain sees. Alright, yeah. Like... Okay, so we're definitely gonna have, like, Bowser here in the foreground. We're kind of, from Bowser's perspective, seeing his shot be denied. So we're gonna have, like, evil Bowser eye here, and Bowser's got, like, the, you know, big eyebrows. I'm already making him way too big for this picture, by the way. But Bowser's gonna be here. You can see his evil lizardy pupil. We're gonna just sketch this first, and then we'll color it afterwards. Bowser's big snout. He's going, no! With his teeth. Actually, we'll make his mouth bigger. He's got those big nostrils that Bowser's known for. This already looks so bad. I made his eyes so big. Why did I make his eyes so big? Okay, he's got his horn. Because the eye is the window of the soul, Grant. Don't question it. You made the eye big because that's what's important, and everyone knows it. And then Bowser's got his, like, cool hair. And then you can, like, see some of his spiky shell here. He has his hand, Okay, now look, I know perspective is weird, but because we're showing his whole face, we're just pretending that he tried to make this shot with one hand. And there's his, like, you know, classic Bowser bangle. And there's his clawed hand. I want to make sure the claws are separate from the hand, because those are usually different. I'm also gonna try and go through here and make sure all of these lines connect, so when I eventually get lazy and try to paint color all of this, it doesn't go everywhere. Okay. So yeah, so there's Bowser's getting his shot, like that's him shooting. Now what is Sonic doing? How does Sonic stop the shot in this small of a space? Okay. Well, I think we would have... Gosh, what sucks is knowing that if I was drawing this just with a pencil, I'd be able to erase things for depth. Like I could draw the whole, you know, whatever. You're all artists. You know the struggle I'm dealing with. I'm also making Sonic way too big for this shot. But that's because Sonic gets a real big head when he does cool stuff. And I'm always a believer that Sonic has one giant eye with two pupils. And he's going like, heh. I'm just realizing now that it's just gonna look like Bowser like was throwing the ball to Sonic and Sonic's just like, no! Alright, so I mean, look, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm a shit artist, but I feel like you could show this to you know, random 30 people and maybe people wouldn't immediately get that that's Bowser, but I say 30 out of 30 people would go, that's Sonic the Hedgehog. That's Sonic. So, you know what? Fuck the haters. I'm a great artist. Alright, so... This might not be a rejection as much as Sonic just being thrown while holding a basketball is what this is probably going to end up looking like. Because Sonic is just, you know, throwing his hands down. And... Okay, and there's his little Sonic legs. And his classic Sonic shoes. Ugh. Now, I remember in the Saturday morning cartoon lore, I'm pretty sure it was Sonic's shoes that gave him his speed. Has that ever been addressed in any other media? Like, otherwise he's just naturally fast, right? There's never, like, really an explanation for it. It's just, he's Sonic the Hedgehog. Of course he's quick. Listen to his name. He's got his little peach tummy. And we're gonna have, like, there's motion lines there. to show that Sonic is stuffing the basketball down. And I will cheat and use just this for a ball. But I don't want it to go there. Gotta remember, this like draws from the center. We'll take it. Then basketballs, they kind of have like, you know, this is a baseball, but then it becomes a basketball when you add like these lines, right? And I think a basketball has like an equator. Look, you know it's a basketball because it's freaking orange, okay? I should have made it orange and then drawn the line. No! Alright, drawing competition, but you are not allowed to use the dog. That's gonna be the line. Please move just a little bit. There we go. Hold on, Sonic. And Saturday, Satham did show Sonic was still fast without his shows when Antoine threw them outside. I could have sworn, like maybe it's not consistent, but there was at least definitely an episode where he lost his shoes and he was like, "Oh no, I'm slow-mo." And it was like a whole big thing that he was like, "I can't go fast, Tails. I lost my shoes." Damn it. I had a feeling I was missing a spot. I see it like always immediately after I press it. I'm like, oh, there's the spot that's not closed off. All right. Everything looks good here. He said right before it all fucked up. Okay. Look, his shoes might not be consistent or make a whole lot of anatomical sense. Fuck! But don't worry about it. And Bowser's going to be a little off color, but we really don't have a whole lot of choices. Bowser's head is green, right? Oh, shit. Like his face part isn't, but his head is green. Pretty sure. And then he's got like the red hair. And this is going to create a problem, so hold on. Just close that off there. Actually, that's going to be a problem as well right there. So let's just seal all that off. Seal that right there. This is good, TVH. All right, well, Joel's the one who ordered it. I'm hoping it's up to his incredibly high standards. I know he comes from a family of artists, so he is used to seeing real art by real magicians. And like Bowser's body nowadays is like orange, right? Which Kid Me did not like that shift. I grew up on the Mario cartoon and I was like, Bowser is green all the way up and down. But then I think Mario RPG was maybe the first game that I looked at him and I was like, wait a minute, no he's not. And I think in reality, in Japan, he was always orange with green highlights. And probably in the early Mario games, he looked like that, but I never got a good look at him. I never got that far. I was bad at video games. Was, he says. Like it's in the past. Alright, well there's Sonic rejecting Bowser. And you know what, just to make sure it's clear. You bet your ass you know what Sonic is saying to this poor turtle man. Make sure that's just all sealed. 'Cause he's going... Jack Ted. And this is the basketball court. They're playing on a brick basketball court. Very Sonic-esque sky behind them. Bada boom. I present to you Sonic rejecting Bowser. Oh, you're right. Bowser's claw is fusing. Oh, shoot. Well, unfortunately, I can't hit the dog eraser to go back that far, so Bowser broke a nail on the court. What a coincidence. I'm Bowser bricked on a brick course, and I'm bricked up looking at it. Well, there you go. You see? That's the magic. Oh, hold on. I do have to fill in one last detail. There. Now it's complete. Actually, no, it's not. Bowser's got, like, bloodshot eyes because he's so mad. But also... he's a little heartbroken because that was gonna be a really cool shot. And Sonic wasn't even... Bowser was by himself playing. Like, he was just shooting hoops just on his own free time, just, kind of decompressing from a recent encounter with the princess and Mario. And then Sonic just comes in and goes like, rejected! when he just tries to shoot just to get over his, his pain. Proving that Sonic, truly the Nintendo villain. It's perfect. Thank you, Ukami. I'll be dangle. I had a date last night. It was really exciting. Tonight, I'm going to try a fig. All right. Hope the fig works out. Oh. If I didn't hate writing with this so much, I'd make another word bubble with Sonic just going, I'll make you eat that basketball. Much like his, I'll make you eat those words. What SNES games do you have on deck? I mean, I don't know. I'm still kind of in an art mood. So we'll be doing this for a little bit, but I was thinking of maybe doing some Secret of Evermore. Anyways, this is, well, I kind of want to preserve this one. We will save this image. Man, it takes a while to save. This is back when save files took a second. Have you considered clearing Shaq Fu without taking any damage? I've never even considered clearing Shaq Fu, so already asking a bit. I'm trying to remember. It was Mario Maker. They brought back this song for Mario Maker. I was like, I know there was like a fairly recent game that used this. Wow, I can't even like move my mouse while it's saving. All right, cool. All right, well that was Sonic rejecting Bowser. Goodbye. I'm slightly amazed they haven't tried to do Mario Paint Wii or Switch. Yeah, I was saying earlier, ever since this game like was created, I think it's kind of a shame they didn't like hide a little just like very simple Mario Paint in every console. Like this feels like something that you could do with every console and you wouldn't need to charge for it and it would just be a fun little thing. Because I don't know if you could, like you could definitely sell a Mario Paint, but I feel like lots of people would think of it as just a very cool pack-in thing if it was. Alright, I'm gonna make random shapes and colors until I see a suggestion that fills me with glee. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. All right. Folks, what kind of weather people are you? Do you like it when it's sunny? Or do you like it when it rains? What's more amazing to me is apparently how prolific a fucking game Mario Paint was. Yeah, I do feel like I've seen. I watched a video on YouTube a while ago. It was like a documentary, and it was like 3 or 4 different like professional artists, and all of them had the same like, I got into art because of Mario Paint, and like it was just them going like gushing over how much they loved Mario Paint, and I thought it was so cool because I was like, I love Mario Paint too. But I never became an artist. I guess I became a performance artist in a way, but I don't think that's the kind of art Mario encouraged. Mario would be absolutely ashamed if he watched any of my streams and thought himself responsible. Bam 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 bam. See, it's cloudy in the rainy section. Not a cloud to be seen in the sun. A Goomba dreaming of stomping on Mario? Yowza. I know how I'll do this. I just need to think of what order things need to go in so they can go on top of each other. I will draw this like child me would have drawn it. Actually, child me would have been smarter and would have drawn the ground first. Which actually, I think even kid me knew a better way to quickly make just a long line on the ground was... Yeah. Okay, I didn't put him too high up. Mario's riding Yoshi. Actually, no, he's not. I don't like that. Anyway, you can probably tell where this is going from the reveal I had earlier, where I was like, the only thing I ever used spray paint for was for blood. Motion lines. And he'll be like, boy, I wish this wouldn't split up my line when I get passionate in my drawing. Come on, Mario Paint. And he'll be like, ow. It's cursive, so he connects his letters. Doing this with the mouse is so much harder than I think it would be. Do. You. Like. Yeah. Ing. Stop. Okay, look, you know what he's saying. How do you like getting stomped? All right. Just because I didn't make enough space in the word bubble for it, and got a little overzealous with my how to you. You don't need to focus on it. All right. And Yoshi is over here. And his eyes are huge. Whoa. No, okay, his eyes are moderately bigger. Real quick. Oh. First, we will ensure nothing invades the sanctity of the word bubble that I perfectly spaced. I'm pretty sure white is different from background white. Yes? Yes. Just want to make sure you can see Yoshi's eyes. Ah! The sanctity! Okay, there we go. And naturally, Mario died where he always dreamed he would, a field of flowers. And there you go. Actually, wait. How would this look if I did? It's too many clouds, but it's a very cloudy day. It was very sad. It's a dark and twisted day. That Goomba had a family. Are you calling Mario a Goomba in this situation? Because Mario is the one who's getting stomped. Hey Grant, what do you think of the early showings of new Pokemon Legends ZA from what they've shown us so far? So, I loved Pokemon Legends. I would say Legends Arceus, one of the like best Pokemon games, just full stop. If you haven't checked it out and you have been ever someone who liked Pokemon games, I think it is among the best. This new one, Legends ZA, I don't know. I feel like they've definitely taken a step backwards from the things I liked. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic, and because I'm a fool, I will certainly give it a shot. But with what they've shown so far, it is not filling me with confidence. I don't like that you are stuck in a single city, even though they can make that city as big as they want and give it as varied a environment as they want. And, you know, there's, you know, a whole chance that you might not spend the whole game in that city, and that's all they've just shown so far. But what they have shown so far has not made me feel as excited as I would want to be for a sequel to potentially my favorite Pokemon game. Anyway, that was Goomba stomping Mario. I think you said you wanted it to be a Goomba dreaming of stomping Mario, but this is a Goomba living that dream. Are there any kind of changes you would do to Legends Arceus that you would carry over to ZA, like a mechanic in Arceus you didn't like and would change? What would it be? It's been a while since I played it, so I can't really remember any like specifics that I'd be like, man, I wish they didn't do this. Like they really, which I think they've already kind of addressed in this, and like kind of the thing that I am the most excited about in this, in ZA, is like battles being more active. Like you are, like it is like, you know, you actually having to actively dodge attacks and stuff, and you are moving around. I think that's cool. And like actively aiming stuff, I think that's neat. I'm curious how that'll work out, because I did think Legends Arceus made catching and exploring the world so fun that the battles were actually kind of boring and lame. I thought, like, it kind of felt like I was getting taken out of it to do a battle, like a traditional style battle. The boss fights where you were like still active dodging things was cool. So they're kind of already addressing that, so I don't really know what I would super change there. Like, I guess for me, the thing I didn't like about Arceus was that, like, the environments were all sectioned off. It was all instanced. You went to a place, you went to one of 6 maps to do a mission there or something, or to, you know, just explore. Whereas I would definitely just my, you know, modern, spoiled self, I would love for it to all just be one big contiguous zone. I would like it to just be, yo, I could start on the mountain, but if I go far enough, I will eventually get to the beach. Instead of it being like, here is this bespoke single environment, and you will go here, and then you will have to enter a menu and leave here. Like, I do feel like I remember there being a lot of, well, one, it being a Pokemon game, don't freaking talk so much. These characters, like, they can definitely have funny dialogue bits and stuff, but boy, do they love to hear themselves talk and reiterate shit. And I get that it's a kid's game. What these games need, and I think, I can't remember if it was Tyler who brought this idea up to me the other day, But he was like, every Pokemon game should just open with, like, not only the classic, are you a boy or a girl? What is your name? The next part should be, is this your first Pokemon game? Or are you, like, a child? And then if you go, no, it'll go like, then we're just going to skip all of the hand-holdy stuff. We're going to just breeze you into the fun part. Because you know what you're doing. Because that shit sucks. And that makes me not want to replay those games ever. Because, like, as good as Legends Arceus is, I'm never starting that over because it definitely had, like, 20-minute segments of you just reading text boxes of them going, like, these are Pokemon, and you can capture them and use them for battles. Like, that stuff, I don't need that anymore. And I know that there will always be children playing these children games, so you need to have that stuff in there. But I think we have reached a point now where you need to start building in ways for people to go, I got it, all right? I understand. I'll figure it out. Behold the elements. Flour, brick, spaghetti sauce, and water. When are they gonna make Pokemon Uno Reverse for Pokemon Breed the Humans? Well, I don't know if you know this, but Alakazam has an IQ of 6 million, so I think we are all part of Alakazam's, like, master plan. And he has actually been shadow leading humans' history. You looking forward to Pokemon Champions? I do think that's a cool, like, concept. I want to see more of it. But I do think it kind of makes sense. Like, this can be there. I heard some Pokemon YouTuber talking, and I think that this probably will be the direction they go. He was saying that this will be a thing to where each game can kind of have its own specific, like, play mechanics, but you can take all of your Pokemon and battle them in one shared, like, environment. Like, they can do all of this, because, like, a lot of times the games don't shake hands when you are playing them, and the competitive mechanics are also involved. And so this way they can kind of divorce the games from the, like, competitive aspects of it. So you can just be like, all right, I've caught the Pokemon I like from my fun story playthrough. Now I can put them into Pokemon Champions and do all of the EVs, IVs, you know, all that nonsense. And it does not need to be in concert with the Pokemon Scarlet 3 or whatever. At least that's my thought. And I like that idea. I don't know if that's exactly what they're doing, but I think that concept makes a lot of sense to me. And it just gives them a, like, shared space to hold big events. That's right. I was so confused because I was like, I could have sworn Big Mario was in this. But Big Mario is not in this. Well, I mean, he might kind of be. But all I did was just take Little Mario and put Big Mario head on it. And I was like, wow, it's Big Mario from Super Nintendo. And, but that's definitely, I think, shorter than Super Mario is. There's no good way to just get back to the main menu opening screen, right? Because I kind of want to just do that. Back in the day, I would just have a big reset button on my Super Nintendo, but nowadays, I have to Alt-Tab out, please. And then, where are you? Just reset. Because I love this opening here. Like how you can press the different buttons and get different things. Of course, I started with the credits. That'll take a while. always thought the logical next text for Pokemon was Fatal Fury or Dynasty Warriors, where you pick a Pokemon instead, but you pick a Pokemon instead. Thank goodness I don't make games. I mean, they did make, what was it? The Pokemon Conquest, where it was, I think, basically Dynasty Warriors meets Pokemon, but not Dynasty Warriors, Tactics, like Final Fantasy Tactics, but they were using, you know, like, I'm pretty sure Nobunaga has a Mewtwo. Like, it's like they use actual historical figures. I never played that one, but it did sound fascinating. Grant, how have you been? Long time fan, but I'm pretty away from life for a while and haven't kept up. How's life treating you? How's stuff going? What's new? What's hot? I mean, things are going all right. Still going strong on Good Time Zone. Kieran's been a little bit busy lately, so we haven't been able to record like our regular stuff, because he has been deep in the card game mines. But keep an eye out for Shatterbond. That seems like it is going very well, and some exciting major developments are happening there. Oh, I thought he like jumped on Yoshi. Maybe not. Oh, is this making little and big? Okay, I see. You can hit Mario with the A, I remember. Yeah! Fuck you. Play the fly game. We got to level 3 earlier and I failed. And I don't want to get to level 3 again, but we'll try. But sorry, Ellie, to answer your question, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Excited, but disappointed knowing that I won't be able to afford a Switch 2 at launch, but I think both Donkey Kong and Mario Kart look pretty cool. It took me a second to get used to Donkey Kong's like new art style, but seeing him in motion, I really like it a lot. I love how much his face emotes. I feel like they did not let old Donkey Kong be very expressive. And honestly, his like rounder design I really like the more I see it in motion. Oop. I accidentally right-click and it pauses and it throws me off every time. So I'm giving myself RSI with all this mashing I'm doing. Ah! Thought I had more time before he would shoot off his first round. Get effed. Boink. Come back. Good thing there's like no like, you know, accuracy ranking. I'm definitely missing 5 swings before I land one. I hate those! Dang, I was hoping if I stayed over there long enough, those flies would just go off the screen and I'd be okay. Did you see that combo of me hitting like 3 in one swat, though? That was pretty cool. Those guys should always be my focus because they're so much harder to avoid once it gets going. We're kind of doing a lot better than we did last time, I think. I've gotten more used to the mouse controls making actual art. Can't shoot while he's doing those. Just keep smacking. Ooh. Perfect timing, I guess. Dead. Yo, thanks Lake Mojave for the raid. How's it going, people? We're playing Mario Paint. Taking a little break from the art to kill some bugs. Squish it, squish it. I hate flies. Kill them. I hate that these flies like moan when they die. The other ones go like bleh. See that sound. I like that sound. The weird little like makes me feel kind of bad for killing them. These guys have like one of the best death sounds. So the ow. Ew, I almost accidentally quit there. God, this stage is so much harder. I think the music also just stresses me out. Oh, that was such an easy to avoid damage. Shit, this is gonna be so hard. Wow, he shoots that really fast in this level. I veered into it. I saw it going, and I rushed into it. Daggone it. Whoa, and another raid. Thank you, BitNerd Games. What up, guys? How you doing? Bye-bye, Cloud Jr. Okay, were you playing, certainly not Final Fantasy VII. Cloud Jr. does not appear in Final Fantasy VII. He doesn't show up till Final Fantasy IX, I'm pretty sure. Cloud doesn't have sex until Final Fantasy VIII, so he can't have a kid before that. I don't know. Cloud Jr. So you were playing Final Fantasy IX, I guess. That's my official guess. If you're just joining, we're messing with Mario Paint. Sometimes I take requests from the chat on what to make. Sometimes I take a break and play some bug squishing. And sometimes I just make weird shapes and see where we go from there, you know? We also talked a little bit about the Switch 2. If you're coming from Derek's stream, I am assuming y'all were talking about that at least a little bit.
I've got a present for you.
Joel Gift and subs, what the heck? Thank you, Rooster Bad Guy. 5 Subarinos. Welcome, Spicy Bobby, El Zorro Tim. Guy is on the internet. Captain Belching, and Yous Don't. Welcome, guys. Y'all just got some emotes you can use. Thank you very much, Joel. But what if we had concrete. Yeah, Ellie, they were talking about the Switch games being like $80, or at least I think Mario Kart is the only one that's confirmed to be 80 right now. Which that sounds like too much for a video game, IMO. Like that's a lot. And I know games have cost more in the past, etc. But I don't know why they think they can tack that on there for that much. Other than the fact that Mario Kart always sells well, so I think this is Nintendo going like, but would you buy it if it was like $10 more? Because I'm already over here like, you know, snorting and guffing at the idea of games being $70 as a standard. I'm still not over that. That happened too recently. That wound is still too fresh. So to tack another $10 on top of that has me just going, no, I don't want it. Wow. Jeez, kid me, you didn't look at anything. I would always go out of my way to alter the water tile to make it look like lava. But freaking, this has been here the whole time and I never used it? This is a perfect lava substitute. Jeez. I did not pay enough attention. Just wish I could show you all this picture and the drawing of Sonic rejecting Bowser. Well, luckily for us, I thought ahead and saved that brilliant image. I bet you were thinking, I want to see Sonic reject Bowser. Well, here you go, baby. Bowser gets rejected. And I think it's pretty brilliant myself. Freehand, no stencils, didn't trace. Real picture by real artist. Really me. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I know Kid Me really just always liked for the eraser thing, just the simple rocket. I was a big fan of, but now that I'm older, I actually really like this sound. This sound has some weird, it does some activation to my brain that just makes me feel good. That's some good shit right there. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a sound to destroy a universe too. Because that's what we do every time we erase our artwork. You are killing a little universe, so be responsible when you erase. Bum, 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 bum. I feel like I really liked using these sprites as a kid. It was just fun being like, all right, I'm making a little situation with these little Mario villains here. They're all hanging out, having a good time. Clown horn at the end is too good. I mean, yeah, they throw the clown horn at the end of all of them, but it's always perfect. That was our epic song we made. The sound was not appropriate for children. This is how music is made, right? And they just throw notes together and... I forgot about that sound. I really like that. Just that little... Oh, wait. I like this sound. Is that low? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's like right there. Like... Just a little pop. This sound was Castlevania to me. This is super Castlevania. Because, hold on. Now I need to pull it up. Because they use that exact sound a lot. Someone earlier mentioned that this is just the trumpet from Earthbound. This is just the organ from Castlevania. Hold on. We're always doing old-timey SNES music here. Because that is just like, what is it? What stage is it? Yeah. I recognize that sound. And I think they also use it a lot in... It's the same exact sound. Anyway, here's our beautiful music. At the end, it starts sounding kind of sick. But yeah, I didn't play Earthbound, so I don't really have the affection for its trumpet. But I've definitely heard with this sound. And as a trumpet player, I respect the sound regardless. Anyway, making music in this is difficult and time-consuming. Now this song just freaking cooks. Another thing I would frequently do as a youth in this game. It's not fair that we just have Mario. We need to bring Luigi into the game. There we go. And boom, now we have Luigi's head available. Earthbound is neat after dining on all its influences. It'd probably be tiresome to go through on a blind playthrough. Would suggest you torture yourself with Super Castlevania 4. I played Super Castlevania 4 like every Halloween. I've definitely beaten that without save states, mister. That's a classic at the Smith household. But it has been a while. There we go. This is something I bet you never thought you'd see. A Luigi wearing Mario's clothes. Close enough. Draw an original Pokemon. Okay, here we go. I like that suggestion. That's another sound that kind of activates me. Alright, an original Pokemon. Alright, well, let's figure out what this Pokemon does, and then we will draw it. So, Can we come up with a good type combination? Start throwing me types. Bum 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 bum. Dark electric, fire fairy, fairy bug, ghost fairy. We're getting a lot of fairy. Okay, so we'll pull fairy in. But what will our second type be? Fairy, fire electric. Spin a type wheel. Okay, I'm trying to think fairy. Fairy's gonna be tougher because that'll be a prettier thing, and I usually like to draw edgy things. Fairy poison. All right, that's an interesting combination. That probably exists, but we're gonna... Okay, so if it's fairy poison, fairy is usually associated with cutesy and, like, you know, magical girl style magic. And poison can usually be just poisonous, or sometimes, like, I don't know, I feel like they can sometimes take poison, like trash or pollution. So, fairy and poison. We will have... I think we're gonna draw like a middle stage / like single evolution, like does not have a evolve or under evolve form. This is like a self-contained singular thing. So it's definitely going to be, all right, poison fairy. I'm trying to think like what's like a cute creature that would bring the fairy, and then we add toxin to it. Like a slime girl. I was thinking that. I was originally thinking it was going to be like just a fairy with like goop, but I think we can be more creative than that. I think we can be more interesting than that. Like I'm thinking maybe like a poisonous frog that has fairy attributes, or like looks cute, but it is a poison frog. So I kind of start seeing in my head we're going to have kind of like a more oblong-y shape. I'm messing this up. Hold on. I'm gonna bring my mouse sensitivity down even more. We do have that going. Like the big old frog eyes. Trust me. Just trust me, all right? It's gonna be great. It's kind of like a frog sprite type thing. Like a little fairy sprite. This might be a first form. I was thinking this was going to be like a middle form, no evolution. But I'm starting to think it might be... This could evolve into something cool. What's its arms gonna be? Like, I don't know if I want it like, you know, frog stanson versus like it's like bipedal. Just has. No. Does it need arms? I feel like it should have arms. Because now we're getting like into Whooper territory, where this just now becomes like, you know, its own Whooper variant. I do think, okay, so here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how do I make this make sense. Like, Because okay, all right. I'm starting to see how this is coming together in my head. Hold on. It's got kind of like a Link motif, and that's the fairy part of it. But he's a little poison toad. I also really want to... I feel like I need to color it just to show what I'm thinking. Because it will be purple. Man, there really aren't enough colors. I guess this works. I was hoping for like a more pink for like its outfit. Really just need to be dancing around the first two spots. I don't really need to do. Alright, but it will have, oops, like a yellow underbelly. Go. I do feel like it needs arms, though. They might not be big arms, but they should have arms. Crazy long tongue. Okay, so no arms, but a big tongue, and that's like its trick. I feel like I need to change its pose, and we'd have to start over, but I can see where you're going with that. Let's like kind of do like some kind of basic-y sketches over here, because I could see it having like, you know, instead of standing on its legs, its like sprite is always big tongue as its like stance, or like, you know, the part of it that's like anchoring it. And like it just kind of like hangs out up here all happy as just a goofy little poison frog. Maybe with little fairy wings and big feet. Because I think frogs, I think big feet. Needs a wand if it's got arms. I think you're hearing fairy and immediately thinking it has to just be a fairy. Remember, we got fairy types that are like Mawile and, you know, Tinkaton. They don't really look like fairy. It's in your traditional sense. Do a hoot hoot thing where it hides its arms. Okay, that could be the case. I guess we've also kind of already got a poison frog with what you call it, Krogunk and Toxic Roke. Yo, Schwanage, thank you for the sub. Had a good chat with an old friend I haven't talked to in a long time and saw you were live. Nice. Hope the chat went well. I do really kind of like this idea of it balancing on its tongue, but we don't have a pink in this game, so that makes me think focusing on the tongue not so good unless we make its tongue a not tongue color. That, and I kind of really like this face I got going right here, so I kind of want to work with it. Okay, so he's kind of always like... Here's the thing. He is a poison fairy, which means, in the parlance of our times, he's kind of toxic. So he's always judging you. That's why he stands like this, because he's judging you. Alright, you guys are making a good point with the tongue. So here's going to be our compromise, because I still really like this face. I don't want to lose it. But he kind of just always has his tongue kind of sticking out to the side. We're going to color it in so it'll make more sense. And I like the idea, green tongue, someone said, and I think that works. It kind of looks like he's got a leaf in his mouth, but that's his tongue. He's just kind of doing a little one of those. But here's the other thing about this guy that adds to the poison factor. He fucking smells. This dude reeks. These are stink lines. He might... Despite being a poison frog, this dude might be like a poop fairy. Like it might be like his theme is like fecal attacks. So maybe he has a brown tongue, because what's he doing with that poo? You don't want to know. That might not be his tongue. That might be he had a little snack earlier and he's got a little smeared on his face. All right, let's think of poop and frog puns. How can we put this together? Like Tad Poop would be his first form, perhaps. Brown tongue is worse, but better. Friends with Mr. Hanky. Poop, frog, fairy. Yeah, like those are our themes. How can we make a portmanteau out of that? Because that's what Pokemon really likes. It loves combo names. Poo, frog, Poliwag. I'm trying to just think of every frog term. Amphibian. Can maybe get tongue. Ribbistank. Okay, hold on. Ribbit and stink I think are a good combination here. Ribbistank is pretty good. Caca something. Ooh, okay. Going with the poop angle. Rib is just a good sound. That's a good... Like, I don't think there's a Pokemon that... Well, there's Ribri... Wait, no, Ribrianne's a Dragon Ball character. I was like, I don't think there's a Pokemon that starts with Rib. Ribbit Stank is its evolved form. Yeah. I'm spitting. I'm liking this idea so much. So if Ribbit Stank is like the evolved form, like Tadpole or Poliwag, like Ribbywog. If this was his Tadpole form, I'd give him a big like Poliwag tail. Croak Squirt, ugh. Let me give him just a little ground to stand on. Cockacroak? Ooh, Cockacroak almost sounds like the final form. I could see like a giant poop frog that's just called the Cockacroak. Frogench, it's like stench and frog. Ribbistench actually could be a good final form. Yeah, Toxicroak. Look, shut up. That doesn't exist, all right? We're getting rid of that. Scatpole! Scatpole as the first form is real good. I like that a lot. Scat is another good sound that we could have in here for sure. Ribbistench. I think I like Ribbistench. Scatpole as form 1. Scatpole rips ass. All right, good job, Brendan. You get the YouTube Chatter of the Day award. Congratulations, YouTube Chatter of the Day! For the suggestion of Scatpole. Everyone's looking forward to your Scatpole, Brendan. Thank you for bringing it to the stream. I think... So is this Scatpole? Do I give him a tail to turn him into more of a clear tadpole? I think because he's got arms, he can't be a tadpole, right? Those things don't have, like, limbs. So this has to be the middle form. Yeah, scat is another good sound we can have. I knew that would be something you'd want to quote later. This is second form? Okay. So is this Cockacroak? Easy middle form Cockacroak? Polarized in politics at a young age. Alright, so we've got Cockacroak, the brown-tongued little frog. And okay, so let's try to just kind of workshop these other ideas here. Like, we got Cockacroak here, which I like that name. I think we're gonna stick with that. So, Trust me, it reads. Cock-a-croak. And then, okay, so Scatpole. I feel like we can make this a real simple little doozy. I want to give a background here so I can more easily... We're never going to use light blue in this guy's color scheme, I'm betting. So this can be our background. But Scatpole, I think, is going to be pretty simple. Because I think Scatpole is just going to be... just a little... It's a little brown turd-looking fella. Some purple spots to imply his forthcoming transformation. He's got just a little brown tail. Oh, purple tail? Actually, good point. Yeah, his tail can be purple. So we got little... Scat. Pole. And then what would... I think Ribastench is a final form. And looks like a little turd to deter predators from eating it. Yes, see? We're already coming up with Pokedex information. All right, Joel, you have a good one. Hope work goes well. And yeah, I think Scatpole. I think Scatpole is just poison. I think it is a pure poison. And then Cock-a-croak becomes Poison Fairy as it becomes a little judgmental frog. Third is when you break out the big tongue. Okay. So yeah, I think... I don't know how you do this without making it just utterly too disgusting. But I think it is just a big tongue. And I think it's like... originally I had it be a giant tongue with a little frog, but I think it is like just a big tongue from a big, gross-looking, like, bullfrog. Which I can't really draw very well from here. But I think it is, like, just a big, fat, horny-toed bullfrog. Like, one of those big, like, chunky, thick frogs. Like, it sucks because I'll need to, like, kind of make him his own drawing later, I think. But here's the kicker, is that his tongue looks like a giant turd coming out of his mouth. And I think that's like the big design angle of this little freak. Like, he will be this big purple monstrosity with just a giant, like, constantly dripping, goopy looking protuberance coming from his mouth. Yeah, exactly. Cock-a-croak is a little tree arrow frog, while Ribastench is a giant bullfrog, cane frog build. Just a boulder of a frog. Yeah, I like that wording there. A boulder of a frog is definitely like, I just want a big, just like, ugly thing with just what looks like a stream of shit coming out of its mouth. But then when you look at it in motion, you realize that stream of shit is an appendage that it is, like, using to move and just, like I think... Ribastench, like, his body is just, like, big and gross and fat because he now uses his tongue for everything. His tongue is like his locomotion. It is his reaching. Like, his body is like almost now in just a big fat stasis. You know, it has gone somewhat, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it is just from unuse, the body has just become like this calcified just lump attached to a big, very moving and very agile and dexterous tongue. And this is our disgusting poison fairy type. Atrophy, yeah, like his body is atrophied. All right, but what about the Mega? So the Mega, well, no, I'm thinking of a Gigantamax, because his Gigantamax would be, you just see his ugly purple head sticking out of a toilet. Like a giant toilet would be created, and he'd just be sitting there, and he'd get like, you know, freaking swirly, like whatever I can't remember what the Dynamax names for moves were always called. Who's got the better tongue skills, Cock-a-Croak or Lick-a-Tongue? Probably Lick-a-Tongue over Cock-a-Croak, but I think Ribastench would be the undisputed tongue king. Let's go ahead and write that name up. Gonna have to use 2 lines. Ribastench. God, it's hard to write with a mouse that feels like it's... It's that stench, all right? You can't read it, but we all know. We were all here for it. And there we go. I think this is I was originally just going to draw 1 stage because I didn't think I'd have enough, you know, fuel in the tank to come up with a whole trio of ideas, but I actually weirdly really like Scatpole, Cock-a-Croak, and Ribastench. I mean, Scatpole is amazing. That's a great, perfect, like, I feel like if it wasn't for the fact that I know Nintendo would never touch the syllable scat, that sounds like a Pokemon name to me. But I actually really like Ribastench. Ribastench, I think, also sounds like a name that could be a genuine Pokemon. Cock-a-Croak, I feel like, is a little bit of a stretch, but I like it. I like it a lot. Didn't you find letters? Yeah, but they're boring. It's way more fun to see an artist try to handwrite in this thing. Scatpole is definitely unique. Yeah, my drawing of him is incredibly simple, but I do think he would be a very simple, like, little brown bean shape with a purple tail and some spots. Here or there on him having feet. He kind of almost becomes too Wooper-like with feet, but he almost might look too Diglett-like without him. Because I do think I just want him kind of like rolling. I don't think he walks. I think he's just a little rolling poo. But he's only like this for like a few levels. Like, I think this is a very early, like, you get Cock-a-Croak very quick, and Cock-a-Croak is the form for a long time. This is your mascot form. Like, I would say this is like from levels 0 to maybe 10, he is Scatpole. And then from level 11 to probably like 45, he is Cock-a-Croak. And then at 45, he just gives up and becomes full tongue beast. Is that what Diglett has been this whole time? Yeah, Diglett's just a little turd. That's what Diglett has always been. Haven't you heard? Didn't you know? Yeah, Lick-a-Tongue and Licky-Licky have a tongue, a huge tongue that is like core to their design, but Ribastench, like, strictly has stopped using the rest of its body. Like, I think I want it to look creepy because I do want it to be big and imposing, but I also want it to kind of look like, if it wasn't for the tongue moving around, you would think Ribastench was just a big dead frog. like his body is so lifeless and unmoving. But then, you know, it'll like make expressions when it does attacks or something, or like, you know, when it's called into battle. But like, for the most part, the only part of it that's like I'm seeing, like, you know, like, I feel like there's been like cartoon things where it's like block or an object or something with just a hand that like kind of just like drags itself across. Like that's what he's doing with his tongue. Like you just see this big lump frog that is just being dragged by like a tongue that's just pulling at places. Need to be a Pokemon designer at Game Freak. The thing is, Game Freak is all in Pokemon are always very upfront with like, do not send us your images. Do not send us your suggestions. Do not make up Pokemon and send them to us. Because I think they want to always be able to, you know, be legally safe from ever making something that someone can go, hey, this looks an awful lot like a design I submitted when I was 12. You stole my idea. So they just go, hey, don't bring it to us. So I kind of have no idea how you get hired as a Pokemon designer without just working for Game Freak or whatever in other contexts, and then eventually they go, hey, you seem to be talented as an artist and idea man. Yo, thank you, Cheebs, for the tier 2 sub. Much appreciated. I'm sorry I have not given you a perk for being a tier 2 subber for 8 months now, but I appreciate your support. All right, I dig these guys. These guys are cool. Hold on, I'm gonna print screen, save that image. Gosh, I keep forgetting that I crank my mouse's sensitivity down as low as it will go for playing Mario Paint, and then once I leave the window, I now have like no sensitivity. There's probably a setting I can be doing in like the emulator or whatever to whoa. Game can't handle me saving a file. What's happening? Oh, is it because I was typing and maybe is there certain letters that are like changing emulation speed, I wonder? What buttons was I pressing to do this? All right, you know what we're gonna do? The game, it's dying. What if we just, you know, do the game again? There we go. Everything's safe. Back to normal. Yeah, I slowed the game down. Yeah, so one of my inputs must have been slow game. Wait, I wonder, was it this? It was this. Whoa. Interesting. I don't think I knew that was a functionality this emulator had. It makes sense. What time is it? Oh boy, it's midnight? I've been going longer than I thought. Alright, you know what? I think we're gonna call it here. I guess we only played Mario Paint. I was planning on doing some more Super Nintendo stuff, but I'm feeling pretty good with how this went, and y'all been real cool. Grant, do you ever think you and Kieran can do Time Wizards again? I think it's one of your best series and some of the most untapped potential. So we may have some Time Wizards like materials that did not get to make it to the public eye that we may find a use for. Ooh, let's see what they do in the demo mode. I don't know if I've ever sat and watched those. What does Nintendo suggest? Oh, they're just going like, look, you can make different shaped lines. I was hoping they'd have like cool art. Look at them go. Have you checked out Nubby's Number Factory? It's the new game of the year. No. Nubby's Number Factory? Oh, hold on. You've got me curious. Let me see if a YouTube search pulls anything up. Well, it did autofill. Everything I'm seeing is like a streamer playing it. I don't want them affecting my. Here we go. Nubby's Number Factory trailer. All right, shut up, you. We're done. You're out of here. Get me out of here. All right. How would I pull this up for you guys? I think I would do a little something like... I mean, I guess I can just go to the main thing. Here, let's see this trailer. Someone says this is Game of the Year. I do really like this look. It's got loot boxes. All right. I mean, this has a very fun visual style. It looks fun enough that I kind of don't want to see more. I would be down to check it out eventually, perhaps later. But all right, you have enticed me. I think that looks fun. What was there was something I looked at the other day that I really thought was fun. Oh yeah, I almost played Visions of Mana today for the stream, but I don't think anyone cares about that game anymore. I think it's already too old. So I don't know if anyone would actually watch it. Where can I view like my wish list stuff? Because I know I like just wish listed it. Hang on. Yeah, Night of the Consumers. This game, I think I'm gonna really, really like. This is something I'm definitely gonna want to figure out to put on Good Time Zone. This shit looks rad.
Excuse me.
I'm way into this game's vibe. I like what this game is doing, and I want to play it. It doesn't have a release date yet, so I have no idea how long I'm gonna wait. But it seems neat.
How dare you!
I don't think I ever watched this trailer to the end. I didn't realize there was more to it. All right, that was it. Anyway, Night of the Consumers. That's definitely on my games to look out for list. Didn't they confirm that fan art is the reason for no new evolutions? I could believe that, but I've never heard that. This is the first I've ever heard that. But anyways, y'all, I think it's about time we close out the stream. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. This has been a fun time indeed. A trip down memory lane with Mario Paint and excitement for the Switch 2. Thanks, Black Yoshi, for the follow. Thank you, V-Smaster, Radar Penguin, Newt the Gamer, Gahani, Dark Ryden, Worldwide Wimpy, The Alaskan Hero, Equisfirth, Volume 52, Clay74, numbers that went underneath my camera, Iseratum, Spicy Bobby, Captain... Oh, jeez. All right, I'll let this wrap back around. Also, this song got a lot louder than I was expecting. Caught me off guard. But thanks for hanging out. I guess let me know your thoughts on the Switch 2 if you're watching this archive. Do you think Donkey Kong is a hell yeah or a hell nah? Are you gonna pay $80 for Mario Kart? Iserotem, Spicy Bobby, Captain Belching, Don't, Guys on the Internet, Schwanage, and Cheebs. Thank you guys so much for your subs. I appreciate it. Y'all been great. Thank you for the raids. Bit Nerd, Lake Mojave, and All Hell Nah. I think there were also bit drops in there, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I got any bit drops today, actually, now that I think about it. So maybe there wasn't. Switch 2 comes out on your birthday? Nice. Happy birthday to you. Hope you enjoy it. Let me get to the end of this list just to confirm. Yeah, we had Nightbot moderating. That don't count. That's not real. That's not a human being. But okay, thanks everybody for hanging out. It's been fun. Go get some sleep. Goodbye. Mwah. Big kiss.